Good morning, my dear students. Hope all of you are fine. In our last video lecture, we have started a new chapter, Understanding HTML. So now you all know what is HTML. It is a language which is used to create web pages. Okay, all of you are familiar with the term web pages because all of you have visited many websites. And these days you are using internet for your online studies, so you are very well familiar with the term web pages and websites. Now websites and web pages are created using the language HTML. Now there are various terms used in context with HTML like hypertext, markup and language. We have discussed these terms in our last lecture, and we have discussed about the structure of a simplest HTML program, isn't it? All of you all should know that what is the structure of HTML program, from where do we start HTML program and how do we end it. Now today we are going to start with some more topics like what is a tag and what are the kinds of tags, and next we are going to start with some more programs, how to write a program and how to execute it. So let's begin our today's class. Now children, our topic is HTML tags. Okay, I told you that HTML is a tag based language, and what is a tag? It is a piece of code which instructs the browser what to display and how to display. So basically you are telling the browser about your website, that how you want to create your web page. Okay. Now what is HTML tag? A tag comprises of text enclosed in angle brackets. These are angle brackets. All tags have their own attributes and default values. Means all tags, suppose you want to change the font, suppose you want to change the type, then all the tags have their own attributes. You have to use these specific or particular attributes for that tag only, and they have their default values. What do you mean by default values? Like when you don't specify any value, it takes its own default value. Tags follow specific rules known as syntax. The word is syntax. This word is syntax. Now these are what? These are specific rules which a tag follow. How to write a tag. So it is a specific rule how to write a particular tag. You have to follow that specific rule for writing a particular tag. If there is a single mistake in writing the tags according to the specific rules, you will have an error and your program won't run. So you have to follow the specific rules which are known as syntax. These tags are not case sensitive. What is the word here? Case sensitive. It means if you write the tags either in capital letter or small letter, there will be no change, there will be no impact. It will remain same whether you write your program in capital letter or in small letter. This is the meaning of case sensitive. So these tags are not case sensitive. Okay. Now the two types of tags are container tags and empty tags. Now this is very important thing. The two types of tags are container tags and empty tags. Now what do you mean by container tags? In HTML, the tag that include both on and off tag. What do you mean? In HTML, the tags that include both on and off tags are called container elements or container tag. Tag are also known as elements. So container tags are those tags which include both on and off tags. A tag is opened using angle brackets, this one, and closed using closing bracket with a slash. I explained in the last lecture also that how you close the tag, open tag. So you have to use this forward slash to close your open tag. Now next is empty tag. Empty tag contain only on tag. Okay, empty tag contain only on tags. They do not have off tag, it means it is not necessary, it is not required to close the empty tag because they are already single line tags. It is not necessary, it is not required to close them. These tags do not enclose any data. Why they are empty tag? Because they do not enclose any data. For example, BR tag. BR tag means it is used to break the line and displays the text from the next line. What is the purpose of BR tag? BR means break. It breaks the line and displays the text from the next line. So whenever a browser interprets the BR, so what does it do? It breaks the line from there only and displays the text from the next line. So this is an empty tag because you can see there is no need, there is no necessity of closing the BR tag as it does not include any data. Okay, it does not enclose any data. There is no attribute using in BR tag. So this is what container tag and empty tag means. Container tag which include both on and off tag, and it is required, it is necessary to close them to end the container tag. If you open a tag, it is required to close them. It is required to end them by using this /, and while an empty tag contain only on tag, they do not have off tag. These tags do not enclose any data. Children, this is a very important topic. You must understand the difference between container tag and empty tag. I hope this topic is very much clear to you. Now children, our next thing is how to create an HTML document. Okay, so for writing an HTML document, you need to type your text in any word processor like WordPad, Notepad. Okay, but the thing is you have to remember that the extension given to the page should always be .html. I'll explain later also. So I am using Notepad for writing the first HTML document, first HTML program. All of you know how to open an Notepad. Okay, now how to open it? First click on Start button, then go to All Programs, and from there you will find Accessories. After clicking on Accessories, you will click on Notepad. So I'll explain again how to open Notepad. First of all, click Start button, then go to All Programs, then click on Accessories, and after that find Notepad. The Notepad window will appear, or alternatively what you can type in the search bar Notepad. Now you can see after writing the word Notepad in your search bar, you will notice that the Notepad window has been opened in front of you. Now here you will write your HTML document. Now how you will gonna write it? I am increasing my font size so all of you can easily see it. Now I told you that your HTML program should begin with HTML tag. Okay, now if you remember that the first thing will be head. Under the head, you will write title. I am writing my first page, and then I need to close this title tag. Now my head section is complete. So I am closing my head tag also like this. Now after writing the head tag, my body will start. Body. And here you will write your program. So for now I am writing just the text. This is the first program in HTML. I am learning HTML. This is very useful language for writing web pages. Now this is the text which I want to show in my web page. Now as you know, I have to close this body tag also. So now you can see head tag has been closed and body tag also closed. Now you can see the HTML tag is still open, so I need to close this HTML program. Now this is the first basic program in HTML. Now the next thing is I have to save this HTML program. So I'll click on file and save as. Okay, now this is save as. So I'll specify the name ABC dot html. This is very important thing that you have to specify the extension dot html. You will write your file name first. abc dot html is the extension which you have to give to this notepad document, otherwise your document will not work. So I'll click on this save button. Now I minimize it. So children, now you know how to write a program. First of all, open a notepad, then write your program and you will save it with the extension .html. First you will write the file name of your choice. I have written ABC. .html is very important. Most of the children do the mistake in saving the notepad document. Otherwise, if you don't save it with the extension .html, it will not work. So I have saved my document with the extension .html. Now the next thing is how to execute it, how to run that notepad document, that HTML document. So I have to click on that page that document which I have saved. I have saved my document on the desktop with the name ABC. So you can see it has appeared here, ABC. Now if I double click it, the web page opens in front of you. Okay, now you can see. First of all, notice the title, my first page. On the left side, on the top of your web page, left top, you see my first page. This is the title which I have given under the title head. Okay, under the title tag I have written my first page. So the title appears at the top left of your window of your web browser. This text, this title will not appear in your main window. Okay, it is just the web browser name, my first page. Now I have typed under the body section, this is the first program in HTML. I am learning HTML. This is very useful language for writing web pages. So this whole text appeared under your web page. Your web page contains this text only, as I have not written anything else and I have not given any other instruction to the web browser. I have not specified any font color, any type, any style, any other instruction, any break line, any paragraph, no, nothing. I have written just the simple line which is appeared in front of you in your web page. So I hope you all learned. Now I'll repeat one more time how you will write your first program in HTML. First you will open what? You will open Notepad. You will write your program as I have explained. You can also take the help from the book also. So after writing the program, what you have to do, you have to save it with the extension .html. I am again and again repeating this thing that first you will write the file name of your choice, then you will save it with the extension .html. Then you will specify the path where you want to save this file. I have specified desktop because it is easier to locate for. So after saving it, I go to that particular location. I'll double click on that icon which has appeared on the desktop, and the final web page is appeared in front of you. The final web page will appear in front of you. All of you must notice where the title which you have specified, where you will find that title. Title always appears at the top left of your web browser. Here it is the title. Where it is the title? Here it is the title. This is the title of your web page, my first page. It is the title which I have written under the title section, and this is the text which I have written under the body section. Without any formatting feature, I have written just the simple line, so it is appeared in front of you all. Now all of you know how to write a program and how to run it. Your job is to, your homework is to write a program, write a simplest program in HTML yourself. If it is not clear, then you can take the help from your book also and try to execute it, try to run it. If you will able to run this first program, then you will be able to run your all the programs. What have you learned today? You have learned the various types of tags. They are container tags and empty tags. You should learn the difference between container tags and empty tags. It is very important from your exam point of view. Now the next thing you learned, that how to create a basic HTML program in Notepad, how to write that program and how to run, how to execute that program. So I'll repeat one more time in front of you. First of all, you need to open any word processor of your choice. It is advisable that you should write in Notepad. Now how to open Notepad? First of all, you need to click at the start button on your desktop. After clicking on start button, you will click on all programs, and from there you will click on accessories and then Notepad. So your Notepad window will appear. After you open your Notepad window, you will write your first program starting with the HTML tag. Okay, this is the first section, first tag you should write in your HTML program. It is angle bracket. Within the angle bracket you will write HTML, and after that you will start your first section, head section. Under the head section you will write the title of your web page. This title will not appear in your main web browser window. It will not appear anywhere in your web page, but it will appear at the top left of your web browser. It is just like a name of your web browser. So I showed you also that where did it appear. Okay, after closing the title tag, the next section you will begin is the body section. Under the body section, your whole program will be written. You will specify the text, you will specify any image, how you want to write that text in your web page, what are the font colors, what are the font styles that you would like to use in that web page. Everything you will specify under this body section. After closing the body section, it is required that you should close that HTML which you have written in the beginning. At the top you have written HTML, so at the end you will close that HTML tag. After writing this whole program, the next thing you have to do is you have to save this document, and you will click on file, go to save as. Now after clicking on save as, what you have to do, you have to specify a file name, and then you will write .html, which is very important. If you do not use the extension .html, it will save as the normal notepad document, and you cannot execute it, you cannot run it under Internet Explorer. So if you want to make it run under the Internet Explorer, what you have to do, you have to use .html. You have to make it as a Explorer file, HTML file. Only then it can be executed safely. Okay, now to run it, what you have to do, you have to go to that location where you have saved your file, and then you have to click it, you have to double click it to open it, and you can see your first web page. Okay, that how you have written, you can see on your web page. Now this is how you create and how you can view your first page, your document. I hope that all of you understood this first step, and in the next class we will write some more programs with some new advanced features. Okay, we will apply some font styles, we will apply some font colors, types, we will use some paragraph formatting also. So what you need to do, you need to be familiar with the first program that we have written just today. If you are able to write it nicely, then only you can write some more advanced programs. Otherwise there will be a lot of problems for you. So I want all of you to write a program and try to execute it. Okay, and wait for my next lecture. Till then, have a great day.